What's going on YouTube? Hey guys, it's Ben Nader, and this is the channel where we talk about all things recruiting, entrepreneurship, business, etc. I vlog on these topics every single day, and if you like that kind of stuff, you should definitely become a subscriber right now. So today I want to tell you a little bit about advice. I want to give you advice about how to take advice. So this is super important, so listen up. You should be taking advice only from people that have money and have been successful and are not poor. Okay? I say that bluntly, I say it directly, I say it unapologetically, entirely. Okay? So the deal is, anyone that's giving you advice, especially business advice, right? I'm not talking about personal relationship advice or life advice or whatever. That's a whole different story. But in business, if someone's going to be telling you kind of how to do things and what to do and the best practices and all of that, they had better be someone that is making money doing the things that they are telling you about in relation to that business. If they're not the people that are actually making money doing what they're giving you advice on, it's completely bunk and it's an extreme waste of your time. So you have to be incredibly curious and incredibly, insightful on who you take your advice from. So this means doing some research. This means finding out who the person's credibility is. Where have they made their money? How did they make their money? And let's face it. If somebody talks to you and they're telling you, "Hey, I made $100,000 last week, and I had a $500,000 year last year," or whatever it is, find out how. Ask them questions, be inquisitive. Ask them, how did that entire process go? What did you do to get there? How did that add up, right? And if it's a genuine person that actually made money doing so, they'll be okay with explaining to you, this is what I did. This is my business. I'm in recruiting. I collected XYZ fees. I had, 10 placements. They were all worth, $20,000, and I did 200 grand in the last 2 months or something, right? There's some validity there. There would be some realistic, reasoning as to why they actually said that they, did what they did. Now let's get back to the advice piece. So once you verify that someone's credible enough to give you advice, that's the person that you take advice from. And you have to do this. You have to vet every single person that you're going to take advice from, especially in business. So if you're getting into business and you are, growing a company, or you're starting a company, or you're trying to follow in someone's footsteps and do what they're doing and taking all of their advice and stuff, you just have to be sure that their advice is sound and real, because there are so many BSers out there that can just totally speak and talk the talk but not walk the walk or do any of it, right? And I'm talking to you from a YouTube channel right now. I'm just a crazy guy on YouTube with a Ben Franklin canvas right behind me, right? And you could believe or not believe anything I say. I back up everything by telling you exactly how I did it. I show tax returns. I talk about my checks. I talk about everything. And you can believe that or not believe that, right? But at the end of the day, I try to give you the best sound advice and give you really good rationales for exactly how I make my money and what I do. And I'm not making this video to basically deflect on anything, because no one's called me out on that. I'm just telling you that I know you seek advice from my channel, which is awesome. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Smash the like button as well. But I know you seek advice from other channels and other articles and other sources in person. And you just have to know that if a person is not making money and they're just dead poor, don't take advice from that person. It's just going to be completely useless. Absolutely do not take any word of advice from them. It's probably going to lead you down a worse pathway than you had even started, right? That you could even find out on your own. So with that being said, you should usually have anywhere from maybe 2 to 3, maybe 4 people around you. These are called your board of directors. And this is not my term. This is from Ty Lopez, or I think maybe Grant Cardone. Or Gary Vee maybe came up with this, the board of directors, the 2 to 3 people around you that all have different strengths and maybe are in different businesses, and you can call on these people for advice, right? And they have really, really good advice that they can give you on different topics, different strengths, different things that you might need to know about, different, avenues about business, taxes, right? Marketing, new business, lead generation, stuff like that, right? So these are the people that you would call on for stuff like that. And what I'm saying is that this board of directors ultimately will become the average of who you are. So you have to look at it like this. The 2 to 3 to 4 people surrounding you that you constantly take advice from are also going to be the average of what you're going to become. So when you pick these people, not only one, do you need to make sure that they're vetted and they're giving you quality advice that's actually real, genuine, applicable, all that, and they're making money doing what they're preaching on, but then you also need to make sure that they're the right people to be around you to give you the advice, because ultimately you will become, this is proven over and over again, you will become the average of those people that you surround yourself with. This is why mom and dad always say, pick the right crowd, don't hang out with the wrong people, blah, blah, blah. It's coming full circle in adult life, right? So get advice from the right people, pick the right people to be around you, smash the like button, hit subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I will catch you guys on Friday. I hope you're having an awesome day so far, and good night.